So I said to my secretary at that time, Dana, and I said, could you schedule at least 3 hours next week at the Department of Motor Vehicles? Because that's about how long it takes them to beat you up. And so I went over there, and I walked in the front door, and I knew something had happened. Because this woman charged me, and she said, welcome to the Department of Motor Vehicles. Do you speak English or Spanish? I said English. She said, right over there. The guy behind the desk said, welcome to the Department of Motor Vehicles. How may I help you? It took me 9 minutes to renew my license, including taking my picture. So I said to this woman taking my picture, what are you all smoking here? You know, I mean, this isn't the department I used to know and love. And she said, haven't you met the new director? It's always a leader. It's always a leader. It's always a leader. And I said, where is this new director? And they had these, kind of shelves or not, whatever, counters in the front, and then counters going down the side. They welcomed you here. You took your pictures down here. Out behind the counters, no privacy, all is the desk. She said, there's the new director. No private office, no nothing. So I went out to meet this guy. And I said, what's your job as the director of the Department of Motor Vehicles? Write this down or put it on your forehead. It's a wonderful definition of a manager. He said, my job is to reorganize the department on a moment-to-moment basis, depending on citizen need. You know what he had done? He had cross-trained everybody in everybody's job, so everybody could take pictures, everybody could run the front desk, including secretaries and bookkeepers in the back of the house, who, if there was a run-on by citizens, he said, that's not mission critical. Get out here, the citizens out here. Nobody could go to lunch between 11:30 and 2. Why? That's when the citizens are free. And so this guy is really amazing. Now, just to show you how amazing it is, shortly after this, my secretary turned 50, and she decided that she was going to get one of those mopeds or one of those scooter deals, and she's going to bop around Southern California. So she gets this beauty, and she never even thought about a license. She thought car license, moped, No, you got to get a license. So she goes over to the Department of Motor Vehicles. She gives her name to this woman behind the counter. She said, she looks at it, and Dana had never had a ticket in her life. Not one mark on her whole license. And this woman says, that's incredible, your record. And she said, I'm looking at it, though. In 3 months, you're supposed to come back to take your written driver's license again. Why don't you take both tests today? Dana said, tests? I didn't know I was supposed to take a test. And she's panicked. I don't know if they were teaching these people human relations, but this woman reached across the counter, patted her hand. Oh, Dana, with your driving record, I'm sure you can pass this test. And besides, if you don't, you can always come back. So I want to tell you, one of the interesting things, before I tell you what happened, is I recognized some of the people in this place, and they were people who used to beat citizens up. And now they're cheering them on. What do you think the difference is? Leadership.